Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another SLA video. It's your boy Payne. Thank you so much for joining me here on this amazing, what are we at now? Wednesday, if I'm recording this right now. It'll be Wednesday. Hopefully, guys, you guys are all having a great week. We are middle of the week, and I am stumped. We have 1 week left, folks, before these idol characters are gone. I don't know for good, but they're gone for a very, very long time, right? You guys can see right here, it does say, in fact, 7 days and 21 hours. And that means also the drop of Sung Il-Hwan, who's coming out to lead the Dark Team into victory. Or so we think. We have a little bit of a dilemma here, and I need your help as a community in terms of what I want to do here. Now, you guys know I play my free-to-play account more than anything else because I do love the challenge and the idea of the fact that I don't have unlimited resources under my disposal. I need to be wise about what I do. And this is one of the first times where I'm very, very perplexed on my choices and what I want to actually accomplish here. So I'm going to hope you guys can give me a little bit of a hand as a community and let me know what the smart idea is in your opinion. I'm going to tally that information up. I might do a poll even afterwards and then decide what my next steps are going to be. Because right now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm very, very convinced that Fire and Dark are going to, in fact, be the new WOBL. And if it's anything like the last WOBL, I want to be prepared on my free-to-play to get the top 1,000. That's right, in hard mode. Top 1,000 is free-to-play, which is a very big accomplishment for anyone who's a free-to-play player in the next WOBL. Now, before I go on with that, I want to remind everybody, content creator program is going on, guys. I have no idea what's happening with our codes. None of the content creators have received their codes. Zaf, myself, nobody has. But I will say, keep supporting. Hit that support button. You will get yourself 2,000 Essence Stones. I'm imagining probably by today or tomorrow. If it doesn't happen by tomorrow, I'll be shocked. We've both emailed Netmarble, Zaf, and I. I'm assuming Zaf did. I did for sure. Just to be like, hey, guys, 3 codes. We've submitted 2 of them as requested like a week ago. Where the hell are they? So I promise you guys, codes will be sent your way. This is not a scam. We knew this for 13 seasons. I just want to say a big shout out to my top 10 as usual, BW Panda. This is Jay Stowe. I believe this is Taco? Is this you, Taco? I forgot, bro. I'm sorry. Mr. WRX, Telio 101, Sod, Patches, 906, Deeps, and 0428. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Top 10 as usual. My G's. And of course, everybody down to the last 3,395. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting, guys. I'm sorry I can't show more people just because it goes into people's spendings. I don't want to show that. That's private information. But just know that I appreciate you very, very much. All right. Here's my request. Because Fire and Dark are most likely going to be the next WOBL. I say most likely only because, you know, obviously leaks have stated that is most likely the case. Also keeping in mind that there's a possibility that Light might replace Dark, which I don't think is going to be the case. I really don't think that's going to be the case. I'll be shocked if that's the case. But if it does happen, my Light team is set. I'm good. Light, we're no problem. So not worried about there. What I'm worried about is Dark versus Fire. Okay, I'm going to show you guys my setup, and I want you guys to assist me here in terms of what do you think is the best option. Okay, so here's my Fire team. All right, so I've got Yuqi on A6. I don't think this is going to be a defense penetration enemy because we already have the Demos. That was the last two WOBLs ago. So I don't think that's going to be the case. I've got SL at A6. I've got Kanae at A5. And I've got myself Choi at A5. And I've got Gina at A0. Okay, pretty standard stuff here. I messed up with Gina. I did not pull for her. That was a mistake. I'm still eating shit for that one. Still am. Okay, but there's a reason why I'm asking you guys for some support here. We still have Yuqi at A2. Now you guys can see my team as Fire, right? I have an opportunity here to build on that. I have an opportunity to get one of the best breakers in the game on the squad to give the Fire an opportunity here to be better. Now, can Kanae carry a team this day and age? Unfortunately, I don't think so, right? I feel like she's now been overshadowed. I feel like the mechanics of the next WOBL won't give Thick Thighs over here a chance to really do much, but I could be wrong. Can Yuqi carry it? Honestly, if it's not defense penetration spec, I feel like Yuqi will not have that much of an impact, especially considering how hot she is, and she's got the best costume still in the game, in my opinion. Maybe second best costume, obviously, next to Soren's, not Soren's, Soren's. Forgot who it was for a second. Sorry, my current waifu, right? So that's option number 1. Do I pull for Yuqi and get her to A5 and work off of the fire team, and hopefully that's enough. Or option number 2, of course, what I've been saving for with 131,000 gems is to pull for a dark unit in Sung Il-Hwan, which I've been honestly waiting for. I have to admit, I've been waiting for, but I got very lucky with my mini pulls. I got her to A7. I got Charlotte at A6, which I'm not going to use. We're not going to put her at this. I got Isla at A3, and her and Minnie are a dream come true together because obviously they scale off defense. But where I'm lacking quite a bit is in the breaker category, right? So what's happening here is I have Harper at A0, I have Limit A2, and I've got no one else here to break outside of the SRs here, which is not going to happen, clearly, right? So here's the question. Do I play the long-term game? Do I go with Sung Il-Hwan summons as free to play, max him out even though he's going to be a DPS, and that's most likely, and he's attack spec, and not have a breaker, and hope and pray to God I can do this with the dark team with a mediocre breaker in Harper or a mediocre breaker in Lim? Or do I ignore Sung Il-Hwan and Minnie, and do I go with Yuqi as my breaker? Or option 3 is I can still go for Yuqi and use Minnie, Yuqi, and Isla as a team. Now, the reason why that team even gets brought up in this category whatsoever is I will have a breaker in this case if I go with fire, right? And Yuqi does have some fairly good skills that support everybody. Now, she is, of course, built to be a fire support and breaker at the same time, / DPS, but she does have great break skills, and she does have this distortion skill, which increases damage taken by the opponent by 3%, and then when it becomes breakdown, she increases damage taken by 15%, even though she gives fire the extra bonus 20. So that extra 15% here, as a breaker, as the debuff, is pretty damn effective, right? So it's got me thinking, is it possible that I can toss her into a current mini team with a A3 Isla? If I can push her to A5 somehow, I will, and work with this team and manage this team to do enough? Or is the smart choice here to go long term and hope that the Sung Il-Hwan summons go well, and then right following that, apparently it's supposed to be a dark breaker? I won't have enough to make Sung Il-Hwan useful, in my opinion, with 131k, and also at the same time get a breaker, right? So I think the best choice here, guys, might be, and hear me out, is to skip Sung Il-Hwan on my free to play and go for the dark breaker instead, and then that way I can use Minnie, Isla, and the dark breaker to tackle WOBL hard mode. I'm scaling back here for a second because I need your advice. This is the plan of action. Do I summon for Yuqi? Do I save for Sung Il-Hwan? Or do I skip Sung Il-Hwan and the Yuqi and wait for that dark breaker to complete my full dark team? And hopefully that dark breaker complements Minnie and Isla at the same time. Alright guys, please leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe, like, hit those notifications. We're a week away, guys, from Big Daddy Cool dropping in. I'm very excited for him, but I'm also scared at the same time. So with that being said, in order to honor summons, kind of get these out of the way, let's see if we can get ourselves an Isla here, or anything as a matter of fact, with this free summon that I just got. God knows my luck is horrible usually, so fake out or just an SR? Just an SR. Alright, I mean, hey, this is pretty much on point. Westwind, rest in peace. I don't know what's going to happen here, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very, very much on the fence about what I want to do. I'm still very confused on what I want to do. If we had a roadmap that gave us a better, idea of what the summoning, or what is coming out without leaks being the main source of information, I'd be a lot more confident in my decision. But I feel like the right move for me would be, honestly, to try to get Isla at A5 and then push for that dark breaker if in fact a dark breaker is coming out after Sung Il-Hwan, and actually skip him on my free to play and just focus on my pay to win on getting him and doing the showcases there. Alright guys, again, please, invaluable information from you guys. I would love to hear my community. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Take care.